Hello everybody, Patchwork here, and today, oh boy, I said I was not going to get this figure before it was even revealed, but I ended up getting it, and I absolutely love it, to the point where I bought essentially a $90 upgrade in a way. Today we are looking at Transformers Age of the Primes, the 13 Nexus Prime, and he's good. This jet mode is a little weird. It's a space thing. You can see the combined mode head right here. See these wings that are also guns. They molded in thrusters right back here, so you know. This jet mode it's a jet mode. Accessory-wise, he does come with his guns that are also the wings. And he comes with his artifact, the Enigma of Combination, which I really like. This looks really cool to me. You can just plug it in right here under the nose cone. And yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Kinda. There is a fan mode that I will show you that, looks a lot better. I will show you how to get to that, but we're starting with the normal jet. So, for comparison, here he is with Power of the Primes Darkwing / Blackwing. And, let's just... Yeah, he's only a little bit taller than a deluxe jet, but with the way their legs compress differently, it's, you know, it's different. Here he is with Power of the Primes Elita 1, and she's not even in frame fully. Here he is with Age of the Primes Blast Off. So yeah, he is a bit small in jet mode, but I think it works. Now, I did buy Superion, so I might as well show you how they look together. I am not going to review Superion. If you want my... or Silverbolt, rather, because I don't have any of the limbs for Superion. But if you want my review of him, he's... I cannot be asked to care about the aerial bots. Like, I can admit, this is an objectively good figure. I just don't care. I just don't care about the aerial bots. But that being said, I do have his frame. You can connect Nexus to his frame. I'm just not going to do it in this video because I already have a bit to get through. Now, for the fan jet mode, which is a lot better, what you're going to want to do is... take the guns off, untab the leg, or untab the feet, and then bring the arms up. You want to bend at this toe right here. Now there's multiple fan modes, this is just the one I go with. Untab the legs and bring them down. Tab them, bring it down. Take this cover and flip it around like this. Flip it around like this. You're going to want to take the nose cone, bring it down, so you can get the arms back, these bits back into their robot mode configuration. And bring this back up. Rotate the legs like this. And then, whoop, bring the feet down like this. And then, these hollow spots will kind of rest on this tab. You know, kind of like that, kind of. Bring the arms back. Now, you can plug the guns on here or here. I plug them into the fist. Because, you know, that just looks better to me. And now, this jet mode looks a lot better. I'm not going to go through the comparisons again. But, you know, this jet mode just looks better. It just doesn't hold together because it's not supposed to. Yeah, you can, imagine these gold details as, like, thrusters. And yeah, I do prefer this jet mode. Unless I'm having him haul the battle station trailer frame, then I use the official way. I know at some point we're going to be getting an official frame for him, but more than likely it's just going to be a repaint of this frame anyway. So, you know, that being said, we are also getting his limbs, so that's going to be cool. Anyway, so let's get down to transformation into robot mode. From this jet mode, it's very simple. You just remove the guns. You want to rotate the fists so they're facing forward. Rotate the biceps so these gold pieces are facing out. Bring the feet down like this. Bring the toes down. And then you're going to, you know, essentially unwrap it. And you're going to want to bring it down at this hinge right here to about right here. And then use this hinge to bring it up the rest of the way. Rotate the torso. Get my camera stand, because he's getting tall. Then you're going to want to bring the cockpit back, while bringing this entire back section back. Come in here and bring up the head. Bring this section back, and bring that back. And then you're going to want to take the guns and plug them in right here. Gun, plug it in right here, plug it in, plug it in. And there you have Transformers, I was about to say Transformers 1, Age of the Primes, Nexus Prime, and he looks good in my opinion. He almost gives me like a Master Chief vibe with the helmet. Yeah, as you can see, the body is based off of the Transformers 1 design, while the colors are based off his original figure, Nexus Maximus, which was a BotCon exclusive. And also, a personal thing, I don't like calling the torso bot Nexus Prime. I prefer the combined mode to be called Nexus Prime. So instead, I call the torso unit Heatwave, because the original BotCon figure was Shattered Glass Heatwave, based off the Energon Barricade mold. And if you've ever been to an air show where a jet is taking off like a safe distance away from the crowd, but the thrusters are still facing the crowd, you know, like, it's a safe distance, but still, you can feel the heat from those thrusters. Heatwave still fits. But yeah, so let's get in close on that head sculpt. It looks good. It does look pretty generic, but at the same time, that almost gives me like a Master Chief vibe from him. Yeah, you got some nice yellow there. Some nice yellow on here and on his arms. The back is just the nose cone and the wings. But yeah, you can hold his, you know, the guns. That just, you know, makes it look like he has one less wing, though. I feel like they could have done the wings a little bit better, but after hearing everything they went through with this guy, how they were originally going to make him a leader class duocon, but then were mandated by corporate to make him a Voyager and stuff, I forgive them. They did the best that they could with what corporate was doing. Articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. You can get some rotation, a little bit of a tilt. You can look up, only about that far. You can look down, only about that far. The arms can do a full 360. They can go out that far. You have bicep rotation. 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, both ways. You have some wrist rotation. You do have waist rotation. It does go a full 360. You can kick forward that far. You can do a high kick. Back. about that far before things start getting in the way. But if you raise this, you can see he can do a full back kick as well. Outward, full splits, thigh rotation. You get about 90 degrees of bend at the knee. Ankle tilts, and because of the way the feet are, you can get some, you know, you can tilt the toe to accommodate any pose you want from him, which is really cool. And of course, he can hold the Enigma of Combination in his hand, if you want him holding that. It's an option. Like MGO always says, options are good. But yeah. So, for comparison, here he is with Darkwing. This is the only, you know, he is taller, but he's not that much taller. Like, this is about the scale, I can't say that, actually, you know. Here he is with Blastoff. I say they look good. Here he is with Power of the Primes, Alita 1. She is much taller. Yeah, she's a lot taller. And here he is with Silverbolt. A little bit shorter than Silverbolt. I just don't like Silverbolt. I don't care enough about the aerial boss to complete it, Superion. I literally only bought Silverbolt to give his frame to Nexus. Or to Heatwave. But that is about it for that. So let's get on to Combine Mode. And it's easiest to start from Jet Mode, so I'm going to do that. Alrighty, back in Jet Mode. Okay, the official Jet Mode. So, what you're going to want to do here is remove the guns. Untab the feet from the arms, and go ahead and bend this section up like this. Up like that. Bring out the arms, and kind of fold them like this, and bring them up. Rotate so that way the gold is facing in. Do the same thing on the opposite side. You're going to want to use this hinge right here to bring them in. This tab on the foot will go into the slot. So you can kind of see that a little bit. Then you're going to want to bring the cockpit down like this. You're going to want to use this big tab right here to tab into this shoulder, or into this slot on the leg, or shoulder. Like that. Take this cockpit section, flip it up, or the nose cone. Take the guns and plug them into the forearms. And then you have Nexus in torso mode. It's a torso. It's a torso. But yeah. So, we are going to get the Superion frame in here. And what I'm going to do is quickly show you Superion, because I'm not actually going to do a review on him. I'm not going to do a review on Superion. You guys, at this point in the review, know my feelings on it. So, I'm just going to show you what he looks like, and then I'm going to move on to Nexus. So, how you're going to want to, get Superion is, kind of... I plug in the chest first, bring this down, and then you can clip it in right there, bring this down, slide on the legs, raise my camera, because he's tall, slide on the arms. Yes, these are the Combaticons, because I do not own any of the aerial bots. Like I said, I don't care enough about the aerial bots to, get them. I don't even care about the aerial bots enough to dig out my Combiner Wars version for a comparison. But yeah. Here is basically what Age of the Primes Superion looks like. Woo. So, let's get them off. And yes, you do have to use Superion's frame for Nexus, because I can show you with Menasor. Let me just take his limbs off really quick. Okay, so here is the Menasor frame. You can see the little tabs are at different heights, meaning that even if you remove the chest plate, slap them on, as you can see, that doesn't come up enough. Like, you can do it, like, if you bend the abs, but then if you try to straighten it out, that doesn't work. It does not work. But anyway, so let's get Nexus on. Again, plug the torso on first, or the chest, or I guess this place back. Do that, bring that up. And, just for fun, I'll show you, like, yeah, this is what, basically what it looks like if you use Superion's chest. I think this chest looks better. Anyway, so, you're going to slide the arms on. Slide the arms on, and there you have your Age of the Primes Nexus Prime in combine mode. Like I said, I don't have any more of the aerial bots, so his legs are just kind of hollow, but still. I think this looks good. Almost makes me want to buy the leg bots to put on there. Almost. But yeah, he looks good in my opinion. But yeah. Articulation is pretty standard for modern combiners. The head is on a ball joint, a nice expressive one too. The shoulders can rotate a full 380, 360 degrees. They can come upwards about that far. Rotation, elbow, rotation. With Superion, you can also flip the wrist in. Waist, rotation. Flip the hip skirts up, you can get that far forward, that far back, that far outward. Thigh rotation, knee, tilt. If you want to unplug the toe, you can, but that doesn't do anything for stability, so you can't really use it in the pose. But yeah, he looks good. For comparison, here he is with Darkwing. He's big. Here he is with Power of the Primes Orthia, I think they called her. As you can see, he is bigger than a Power of the Primes combiner. And here he is with Legacy Menasor. Yeah, they look good together. Another thing you can do is you can swap around the limbs and stuff. If we remove Vortex, if we remove Dead End, you can plug them onto here. Works just fine. We remove Breakdown and slide this leg off. You can do that, although Menosaur's leg is like slightly taller than the Aerobot one, so that makes it a little weird. And of course, you do have, these are on the Combiner Wars style joints, so if you want, I may have Yeah. They're extremely short, even with these feet, but, like, still. You can do that. You can do that if you want. Which is nice. It is nice that you have the option to mix and match combiner limbs like this. It's not true Scramble City, because Scramble City, you know, the arms could be legs, and the legs could be arms, and all that. But still, it is nice that you can swap around the limbs. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This has been my review of the Transformers Age of the Primes Nexus Prime. Again, I call the Torsobot Heatwave and the Combiner Nexus, but still. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye!